Choosing a wedding photographer is a weird thing because more than likely this is your first time being engaged, and to think about choosing a person that is going to be responsible for capturing moments on the most important and happiest day of your life is a big decision. And it's really hard out there in the world of 2021 right now because there are millions of us. And there are tons of really talented people that shoot weddings. It makes sense that it's a stressful decision, and it makes sense that you feel overwhelmed by it because there are a lot of options. So how do you choose? Well, I want to give you 3 tips to consider these 3 things when choosing a wedding photographer. The first thing to consider is the style of photography that you like. There are so many different styles of photography. There's light and airy, which is a very light, low contrast, bright type of photo. There's the dark and moody, which is that more grungy, artsy look. And there's the in-between, there's boho, there's warm, there's cool. There are so many styles and there are so many different personal preferences. So it's important that you take some time to decide and figure out with you and your partner what your preference of style of photography is. That way you can start narrowing down your photographers by their style, because at the end of the day, whether you love them as a person or they're in your budget, if they don't shoot the way that you want your wedding to be captured, then they're not going to be a good fit. So I think that's the first filter to put on wedding photographers. Secondly, I think that finding a photographer whose personality you jive with is extremely important. You're going to be with this person for hours upon hours on your wedding day, and you're probably going to be at least a little bit stressed and definitely excited, and there's going to be so many emotions that you're going to want your photographer to be like a rock for you. Not someone that you don't feel super connected with, and not someone that you're like not sure about how you feel about them. So there's definitely different personality types, and some people like certain people, and it's okay to be picky in this aspect because you want to feel the most comfortable on your wedding day. And the best way to do that is to like your wedding photographer. My third tip for looking at wedding photographers is, once you've found someone whose style you like and you like their personality, I would definitely ask your photographer to show you some full albums from their recent or like past work. So as you look at their Instagram feed and as you look at their website, you're definitely gonna see the highlight reel of their work. That's what we all do. It's how you're supposed to do it. You're not gonna put every single picture on your website and on your Instagram, but once it's down to the nitty-gritty of deciding on someone to shoot your wedding, I think it's really important to be transparent and show couples a full album so that you can see exactly what to expect. Well, I shouldn't say exactly because every wedding is different, but what I mean by that is, instead of seeing 20 photos and 20 different photos from 20 different weddings or the highlights of some weddings, you can see 600 photos from one wedding and kind of get a better picture of what to expect on your day. So yeah, those are 3 tips from me. I'm a wedding photographer and I just want to give value to the new brides. Hopefully this was at least somewhat helpful, and yeah, check me out if you want, and if you don't, just so hopefully that was helpful and can give you some, just I guess maybe even just a starting point. There are definitely more tips, and if you want more tips, I'm happy to make another video with a few more things, but I think those are definitely 3 good starting points, and that can really help you narrow down. Instead of having millions to choose from, at least maybe narrow it down to a final few. So let me know if this video was helpful, and feel free to follow me on Instagram or check out my website. I'll link it below.